The streets of Detroit were quiet that night, save for the occasional hum of passing cars. Megan walked briskly, the chill of late autumn nipping at her cheeks. She had always dismissed the stories of the Nain Rouge, the sinister red dwarf said to haunt the city, bringing misfortune in its wake. Yet, as she passed through the desolate stretch of Brush Park, a particular unease began to settle over her. Out of the corner of her eye, she caught a glimpse of movement, small, darting, too quick to be human. Her breath hitched as her gaze locked onto a figure at the edge of the street lamp's glow. It was no more than 3 feet tall, cloaked in tattered rags, with skin as pale as frost. Its crimson eyes burned like embers, and a wicked grin split its grotesque face. The creature tilted its head as if sizing her up, before letting out a low chuckle that seemed to vibrate through the very ground beneath her. Megan stumbled backwards, her mind racing. Her phone slipped from her hand, clattering to the pavement, but she couldn't tear her eyes away. The Nain Rouge stepped closer, its movements unnervingly fluid, almost serpentine. A sudden gust of wind whipped through the streets, scattering leaves and extinguishing the distant streetlights. Then, as quickly as it appeared, the Nain Rouge turned and vanished into the shadows, leaving only an eerie silence in its wake. Megan stood frozen, trembling, unsure if what she had just seen was real or the product of an overactive imagination. The next morning, news broke of a massive fire at a nearby factory, causing widespread damage and power outages across the city. Megan couldn't help wonder if her encounter had been a warning or a curse. From that day on, she avoided the streets of Detroit at night, haunted by the memory of the red-eyed figure that still lingered in the corners of her mind.